You've been grinding out match after match all night and you just feel unstoppable. You feel like no one can get in your way and your rank is skyrocketing. But then, you get into a difficult build battle or standoff or team fight when you miss your shot. That one shot you missed caused your death and your team to lose. You immediately tilt and call it a night. Well, not anymore. Welcome back to Esports Dominance, where you can rise to the top scenes of esports. Today, we will be laying out a plan and showing you methods on how you can develop top tier aim like your favorite pro players such as ZexRow or Shroud. Obviously, this only applies to shooters, so sorry to any fighting, MOBA sports, or any other esport that doesn't involve aim. Don't worry, there will be content for you as well. This video will help keyboard and mouse as well as controller players, and it will be focusing on methods that players from any esport can use. There are timestamps on screen right now showing where to skip to for different parts. Let's start with some general aiming advice. Aim comes with work, and even more importantly, confidence. Confidence is a topic for many videos in the future, but confidence is the key to performance in anything you do in life, especially esports. Here's a scenario that I want you to decide about. Okay, so you're about to 1v1 two different players. You don't know who either player is or how they play. You've been told that player 1 is not very skilled, while player 2 is a top tier professional player in your esport. How do you approach each 1v1? I'll give you 10 seconds to think of your response. Well, you come up with a response yet? The answer is exactly the same. The only reason that you would go into those fights differently, even though you have no idea of either player's playstyle or tactics, is due to the fear of being outplayed. If you want to hit your shots, you need to be confident. You also need to be engaged, focused, and positive. Even if your team is losing, just thinking positive thoughts in your head will improve your mood and your performance will greatly increase. Alright, now let's head specifically into keyboard and mouse aim. I know this has been hammered into your head from countless videos, but trust me, Kovac's FPS aim trainer really works. TSM ZexRow, who has the best aim in Fortnite by a landslide, plays 2 hours of Kovac's every single day. It costs $10 on Steam and will improve your aim drastically. Attention! We aren't endorsing this, but there are ways to get Kovac's free if you look in the right place. Kovac's has many different drills that can be used to improve all aspects of aiming. Inside Kovac's, the sensitivity config or settings has almost any popular game you can think of. If it doesn't have your game, use an online converter to convert your game into a game in the config. Here are our drill recommendations. The most beneficial drill, we would say, for most FPS games is Ascended Tracking V2. This improves your tracking with any fully automatic weapon. For close range shotgun aim for games like Fortnite, Tile Frenzy and Tile Frenzy 180 are great drills for this, as they make you flick your mouse around hitting close targets. For sniping, we recommend 1 wall, 6 targets small. Just make sure your Kovac sensitivity is set to your scope sensitivity if that is different for you. If you would prefer to use in-game trainers, there are also many options. Fortnite has many aim maps. Our favorite one will be linked in the description. Counter-Strike Global Offensive has aim_bots in the Steam Workshop, and you can also play 1v1 arenas as well as free-for-all deathmatches in the Community Servers tab. For Call of Duty, we recommend just playing free-for-all and watching tutorials from other YouTube channels. Now for our controller players, we have a treat for you. We have Sake, who is a tier 1 professional Fortnite player for one shot, and his aim is godlike. He has $13,000 in earnings, and he's going to share his story of how he achieved top tier aim and how he maintains it now. He does this all on controller. His socials will be on the screen for the remainder of the interview, so feel free to check him out.
Alright. I got good aim by keeping the same settings and just practicing on it every day. Just consistently grind. Create a lot of creative though. Creative helps. Yeah, and PGs. But I just changed my sense and I'm better with this sense. Pretty much. Practice that L2. Shoot. Yep. Well, I mean, aim assist itself is broken, but it's nothing like unknown.
Alright guys, so you heard it from Sake. So now I'll go over his main points and explain them in more general esports than rather he was explaining in Fortnite. So he stuck with the same sensitivity, so he never changed his sensitivity from day one. And well, he might have, but at least he grinded it, and he's been with it for a long time, for multiple months, maybe even a year plus now. He grinds for hours every day. He makes sure he's always putting in the work. He PGs a lot, which that's a Fortnite term. It means that he 1v1s and free-for-alls, for everyone wondering. Like that in like Counter-Strike, you go on 1v1 arenas or just do like free-for-all death matches. Call of Duty, free-for-all. Rainbow Six Siege, you can just use Kovacs. Because I'm pretty sure there's no aim assist on Rainbow Six Siege anyway on controllers, so he doesn't use aim trainers, which is understandable as Kovacs doesn't have aim assist, which is why I didn't say to use it in here. Yeah, and so what Sake said is what we recommend to controller players, so just grind modes outside of the main competitive modes. And overall, the effort you put in is what you will get out. And there it is, guys, how you can acquire top tier aim like your favorite pro players. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to like and subscribe with notifications on so that you don't miss our next upload. Share this video with your friends, and thanks for watching. Keep dominating.